to the study of a Bible in a year. I was close. All right, we are on week 18. Our subject for this week is service, and we are on day 122, but we're on day 3 of week 18, and we're in 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 10. But first, let's do our I am statements for the 30th. You know what? I read the wrong ones this morning. That's okay. All right, number 1, I can forgive others because Christ himself has forgiven me. Number 2, I am a light to others and will exhibit goodness, righteousness, and truth. Number 3, I fully understand what God's will is for my life. Number 4, I will give thanks for everything. And number 5, I am strong enough. So as we keep saying these over and over again, they will become new pathways in our brains, and we will start to believe these things as truth, because they are truth. All right, the 3 reflections for this week are: look at your schedule. Where could you create space to serve someone else this week? Number 2, what skill or resource do you have that could meet someone's need? Who could you reach out to this week to offer it? And number 3, how could you serve someone anonymously this week? Plan one specific act of secret service. All right, and now, what, lady? Lady, I'm almost done. There's no sense in even coming in here tonight. I'll be done in like less than 5 minutes. You'll be all right. Oops, 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 10 in the Message Bible. Nope, in the NIV first. Chapter 4, verse 10. I have to get these out so I can see what I'm doing. All right. Verse 10 says, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. This means that when you join a church or a group of people, you need to offer the gifts that God has given you to use. Don't volunteer in the nursery if children are not your thing. You're not going to do well. If serving food or beverages or hostessing is your thing, go do the coffee hour. Go work in the cafeteria or the cafe. Go work in the fellowship hall. Go plug yourself there, because you will be utilized there very well. So do something that you're called to do with your gifted talents. Okay, 7 through 11 in the Message Bible says, everything in the world is about to be wrapped up, so take nothing for granted. Stay wide awake in prayer. Most of all, love each other as if your life depended on it. Love makes up for practically anything. Be quick to give a meal to the hungry, a bed to the homeless, cheerfully. Be generous with the different things God gave you, passing them around so all get in on it. If words, let it be God's words. If it's help, let it be God's hearty help. That way, God's bright presence will be evident in everything through Jesus, and He'll get all the credit as the one mighty in everything. Encores to the end of time. Oh yes. Okay, so when they say "oh yes" in the Message Bible, they're saying amen. So we do all things so that God gets the glory, not so that we're glorified, not so people see our gifts and our talents, but that they see God, because that's where all our gifts and talents come from to begin with. So we want God to be glorified in the things that we do, and for us to not take credit for those things, because it's from the Lord. So, where'd 1 Peter go? I think I passed it. This Bible's so tiny. We're going to read it real quick in the Passion Translation, if I can find it. These pages don't want to turn. 1st, 2nd Peter. All right. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 10 says, every believer has received grace gifts, so use them to serve one another as faithful stewards of the many-colored tapestries of God's grace. Now, I remember I talked about it last night as don't grow weary in doing those things. Don't exhaust yourself in serving other people. God will give you the strength to do what He's called you to do, but when you're doing things that He hasn't called you to do, that's when you get tired. That's when you run out of energy. If you're not gifted to do it and God hasn't asked you to do it, I really would question why you're doing it. What's your motives? Are you doing it to people please? Are you doing it to fit in? I did a lot of that in the past few years, is people pleasing and trying to fit in. And I found out that being obedient to what the Lord has asked me to do, I have all the strength to do it. Like putting on a women's retreat, I had a committee of people last time I did it because there was a little bit more to it than the first time, but I still had the strength to do it. Like it comes easy for me because the Lord called me to do that and he gives me the strength. So I hope that makes sense. All right, I'll be back on here tomorrow night with a study of the Bible in a year. I said it right. Yay. We'll be on day 4.